This is Marathon Gaming. Let's talk racers for the PS1. And I'm not talking about your Ridge Racer games. I'm not talking about Toka or Toka. And I'm not talking about Colin McRae. I want to talk about a few underrated titles on the PS1. Some racers which I think some you know about, some you might not have given some interest to. And there might be one in particular you haven't played at all. I want to show you each of these games, show you some footage, and I'm going to tell you exactly why you need to be owning these games for the PS1. First up on the list is Street Racer for the PS1. Yes, indeed. You're probably thinking, why would I have it on the PS1? I could own it on the SNES. You can do, but you would pay a lot more money for it. What's that? You can own it on the Mega Drive, of course. You can own it on the Mega Drive for only £10, around that complete in boxed. Or you can get it on the Game Boy, but you're not going to get the full experience of the game on the Game Boy. If you want to play this game to all of its glory, the cheapest way to have it and own it and play it is complete in boxed on the PlayStation for under £5, ladies and gentlemen. This game will only cost you £4. It's on CEX, readily available. It's on eBay. And if you have played this game, you will know exactly how good it is. As a retro gamer, I would find it very shocking if you haven't played Street Racer at some point. This game is a good game. I'm going to talk you through it and tell you exactly why while you're watching some footage. There are tournament modes within this game. And it's not just one tournament, there is a few different tournament modes. There are about 8 characters to choose from. Each character has a unique ability which you can use throughout the races. It is a kart racer, so you can attack your other opponents and you can pick up items like you can in lots of kart racers, and you can smash up your enemies. Now this game plays a little bit different to some of the kart racers. It's quite individual. It's very simplistic, yet it does work well. It's one of those ones where you feel like you're turning a map when you're controlling the kart rather than turning the car. You feel like the kart's still, but you're turning the map, but you're aware of this as soon as the game starts. It's not something you have to get used to. And it does seem to work. It does work with Street Racer. On top of the normal tournament modes which you've got within the game, there are some other features which makes this a title which you must own. You've got Micro Mode. Now, Micro Mode, it's not amazing. I'll show you some footage of that. Couldn't really get to grips with it. I feel like I've just thrown it in here off the back of success from Micro Machines, you know, Micro Mechanics or Manics or whatever it is. And they've just thought they could try and, you know, they've added some data in there, programmed it differently and thought, oh, another feature. But it doesn't play that well. If you have played this, let me know in the comments if you got on with the Micro Mode. I don't like it whatsoever. I like to stick to the general mode that you've got on here. The other mode which is fantastic, which you can play on here for the tournaments, is the Battle Mode. Now, the Battle Mode is literally you're dropped in the arena. It feels like Destruction Derby. You're chucked in a bowl, and there's a bomb there. And once someone gets in contact with a bomb, it's ticking down with a timer. And to get rid of the bomb, you have to basically hit another opponent to pass it on to them, and that will go down and detonate. It is very fun. It sounds very fun, and that's because it is bloody fun. It is a really good game mode. So we're going to ignore the Micro Mode on this. But you've got 8 fantastic, unique, different characters with different abilities. You've got a kart racer which controls differently to other kart racers on the console. There's something simple and charming about it. It is a decent game. You've got a few tournaments. If it didn't have the battle mode, maybe it just wouldn't quite have enough. But lots of people who have played this game really enjoy it. And so you've got to have it in your collection on whatever console it is. It is a good game. And like I said, the best way to own it would be Mega Drive or PlayStation. But if you can get it on a PlayStation for £4, for me, complete in box, that's a no-brainer. Like me, if you want to own it on multiple consoles, that is completely up to you. But it is cheaper on a Mega Drive and a hell of a lot cheaper on a PlayStation. Like I said, it's on the Game Boy, but I do not recommend playing it on that. Next up, we have Wacky Racers. Now, everybody loves Wacky Racers. I'm not talking about the game, but the cartoon itself. You're very unlikely to find someone who's seen Wacky Racers who doesn't bloody love it. This was absolute ace in the day. I would watch it now. I really would. Now, the reason why you want to be owning this on the PlayStation 1 is because this game is only available on, again, it's on the Game Boy, I think, but don't play it on there. No, it's not on the Game Boy. The next title's on the Game Boy. You can ignore that. The next and the previous one was. This one isn't. It's only on 2 consoles. One of them, of course, is the PlayStation. That's in my hand. That will only cost you £12. Complete in box. You can't go wrong for that. Or you can pick it up on the Sega Dreamcast. But there is none available on CEX. And the CEX price, I think, is about 22 quid. And when they're out of stock, you might as well add 10, 15 to 20 pound on top of that. So you're probably looking at paying between 30 to 40 pound for a copy of this game on the Dreamcast. So it is a no-brainer. If you want it in your collection, it's a lot cheaper and easier on your wallet, on your bank account, to own it on the PlayStation 1. There are 8 characters to choose from in this game. I've gone with Penelope Pitstop here for the purpose of the video. Each one has, again, their own ability, and there's different items you can pick up and fire. I believe Penelope Pitstop has a little umbrella she can pop out, and that is handy to dodge and jump over opponents and go over some bridges, etc. In this game, you can sort of create your own shortcuts, but you might see in a moment I get completely stuck. Sometimes you try and gain some ground and go a bit off course. It doesn't force you to restart. You literally, there's no timeout. You will be forced just to find your way back. It is quite frustrating, but sometimes you can cut some of the course out, which does work a little bit in your favour. When the game starts, straight away it is very difficult to control, which again you can definitely see from me the way I'm banging into the rocks and hitting everywhere. I'm going off track. This game is hard to control, and it does take a moment to get used to it. With Street Racer, it plays different to other races you've played, especially for the console. It's got that sort of old vibe feel, a bit like, Mario Kart 64, where you feel like you're sort of turning the map a little bit with some of these previous, retro racers. But this kart racer in particular, it does take some getting used to. It does. The handling, you need to play definitely 1 or 2 races. So don't let this put you off or do it justice. You need to play this game for yourself. But the fact that this game is, the fact that it's Wacky Racers, I just feel like you really need to own this one, just purely on the nostalgia of the title with the cartoon. And it's not available on a lot of consoles. I'm not saying the value of the game is going to go up, but I think for the price for £12, if you come across it, I think it's definitely worth picking up. There are tournaments modes on this, again, a bit like Street Racer. The same characters, I think there's 8 on Street Racer, 8 on Wacky Racers. The difference is there's a lot more tournaments to do on Wacky Racers than there is on Street Racer. I think there's only 3 or 4 on Street Racer, but you've got the other battle mode. Wacky Racers, you don't have any different modes, but other than straightforward tournaments. But there is a lot of tournaments on here, so there is some bang for your buck in terms of game ability on here. Definitely a lot of tournaments in here to get your teeth sunk into. And thirdly, last but definitely not least, is the fantastic Toy Story Racer. Now, you have to pick this game up on the PS1. Not a lot of people own it at all. Check out the footage, sit back and let me tell you exactly why you need to own this racer. This game is only £20 on the PS1. You might think that's a lot. It is a very well put together kart racer. It is fantastic. Outside of Crash Nitro Racer for the PS1, you will struggle to find a racer, well, a kart racer, better than Toy Story Racer. That is for sure. This is made by Activision as well. This game has got different modes in abundance, and I'm excited just to tell you about them. You've only got 4 characters to choose from. You've got Buzz, you've got Woody, you've got RC, and you've got Bo Peep. But it's not just standard, straightforward racing. It's not tournament mode racing. There are tournament modes with it, but each character's got its own game mode. So you'll see, for example, one character might start off with a tournament, the other one might have a battle mode, the other one might have a challenge. So Woody's challenge is to avoid coming last for the whole race and people get eliminated. Another character might have a tournament, the other one might have a battle mode. It really is absolutely fantastic. It's not your straightforward kart racer. This is a very good game. The levels are fantastic. It does feel like a proper Disney Toy Story game. You have got many fantastic different level designs. It is a bit like when you play Micro Machines. It's very atmospheric. You really feel like it's themed well. This is themed fantastically to the featured films. Like many kart racers, you've got lots of different weapons to pick up and different abilities. You can get lost, create your own shortcut, but the actual game itself, until you've played it yourself, let me know in the comments. If you have played this kart racer It plays really well. As soon as you start playing it, it's not one of those ones you're going to pick up and play 5 minutes and put down. You're going to want to crack through a few of the challenges. It's a very, very well detailed game. And you've got lots of different modes. I mean, there's one of them, which you'll see here, where it's literally got... It feels like Twisted Metal. Again, a bit like Street Racer. You've got the battle mode, where you're chucked in an arena. It feels a bit like Destruction Derby. But on this one, you're eliminating everyone. You've got different weapons, wacky weapons that you can pick up. And no, I'm not talking Wacky Racers, I am talking Toy Story. You've got all these different weapons you can pick up, and you try and eliminate each other within this arena, and it is like a child's kart version of Twisted Metal. It really is a family-friendly version of that, which is a huge claim to make, but it is very, very fun. I had a lot of fun with that mode, and it's not like you choose tournament or choose battle. You just choose your character, you work your way through the stack of tournaments, well, through the stack of challenges, and there'll be different things you're faced with, different race challenges. It's not just come third to get to the next, you know, unlock enough points to get to the next one, or come second, or win every tournament. There are different things. You have to, it's proper levels. You're told what to do, and you go after and get it. And it is just, it really creates that. It's a kart racer, but it's not a platform game, obviously. But I'm saying they've done that. They've stuck in some different game modes, and it's a kart racer with a twist. It's got a lot of game modes in it, a lot of playability. This game, like I said, it's only on 2 consoles. One of them is a Game Boy. You're not going to get the full experience with that, so you have to own this. If you don't own Toy Story Racer, you really need to go out and get this and add it into your collection. Now, those are the 3 games I wanted to show you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Street Racer, do you own it? What console do you own it for? If you don't, it is a good game. I recommend getting it on the cheapest. It's the PlayStation. If not, go for the Mega Drive. But you've probably played this, so I'd love to hear your take on it. Wacky Racers, not a lot of you guys have probably played this. If you have played it, you own it on Dreamcast, then that's probably an investment. Congratulations to you. This one might be on a Saturn as well, actually, thinking about it. But if not, go out and get the PS1. It is available for you. You can pick that one up for about £12. And I think this one's about £20. It is a bit of a pricey one, but it's not on any other consoles. And it deserves that price tag. This is a fantastic game. And Disney games are very collectible. And generally, all Disney games play very, very well. They are great, fantastic games. So let me know, have you played any of these games? What do you think? Do you think I'm wrong? Am I right? Let me know. Make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to get more weekly videos coming straight into your inbox. My name is Scott, and this is Marathon Gaming, and we'll see you very soon. Cheers. I'm Mario. And I am the Hedgehog. And today, with this...